Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live well in a chaotic and unpredictable world. It is not a set of dogmas or rules, but a way of thinking and acting that helps us achieve inner peace, happiness, and wisdom. Stoicism is not about suppressing or avoiding emotions, but about understanding and managing them in a rational and constructive way. Stoicism is not about being passive or indifferent, but about being active and engaged in what matters most. In this video, we will explore 10 Stoic habits that can help us improve our lives and become better versions of ourselves. These habits are not easy to master, but they are worth the effort. They are based on the teachings and examples of some of the greatest Stoic thinkers and practitioners, such as Seneca, Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Zeno of Citium. These habits are not only relevant for ancient times, but also for our modern challenges and opportunities. Habit 1. Live according to nature. The first Stoic habit is to live according to nature. This means to live in harmony with the natural order of things, and to act in accordance with our true nature as rational and social beings. To live according to nature, we need to recognize what is in our control and what is not, and focus on the former. We need to accept the things that happen to us as part of the cosmic plan, and not complain or resist them. We need to use our reason to guide our actions, and not be swayed by external influences or impulses. We need to cultivate our virtues, such as wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control, and avoid vices, such as ignorance, injustice, cowardice, and indulgence. We need to care for ourselves, our fellow humans, and our environment, and not harm or exploit them. Habit 2. Meditate daily. The second Stoic habit is to meditate daily. This means to reflect on our thoughts, feelings, actions, and goals, and to examine them critically and objectively. To meditate daily, we need to set aside some time and space for ourselves, and to use some tools and techniques that can help us in this process. One of the most famous Stoic tools is the journal, where we can write down our observations, insights, challenges, and progress. Another Stoic tool is the premeditation of evils, where we imagine the worst-case scenarios that could happen to us, and prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for them. Another Stoic tool is the view from above, where we zoom out from our narrow perspective and see ourselves and our situation from a cosmic point of view. Another Stoic tool is the evening review, where we evaluate our day and assess our performance and improvement. Habit 3. Practice gratitude. The third Stoic habit is to practice gratitude. This means to appreciate what we have and what we receive, and to express our thanks and recognition to those who deserve it. To practice gratitude, we need to be mindful of the present moment and not take anything for granted. We need to remember that everything we have is a gift and not a right. We need to acknowledge the sources and causes of our blessings and not claim them as our own. We need to be content with what we have and not crave for more. We need to be generous and share what we have and not be greedy or stingy. We need to say thank you to the people who help us, support us, and teach us, and not be rude or ungrateful. Habit 4. Control your emotions. The fourth Stoic habit is to control your emotions. This means to regulate and moderate your emotional reactions, and to not let them interfere with your reason and judgment. To control your emotions, we need to understand their nature and origin, and to not be fooled by their appearances. We need to realize that emotions are not caused by external events, but by our opinions and interpretations of them. We need to challenge and change our irrational and negative thoughts, and to adopt a more realistic and positive outlook. We need to detach ourselves from the things that disturb us and to not identify with them. We need to calm ourselves down when we are angry, sad, or afraid and to not act on impulse. We need to cheer ourselves up when we are depressed, bored, or lonely and to not wallow in self-pity. Habit 5. Seek wisdom. The fifth Stoic habit is to seek wisdom. This means to pursue knowledge and understanding and to apply them to our lives. To seek wisdom, we need to be curious and open-minded and to not be satisfied with ignorance or dogma. We need to read and study the works of the wise and to not be content with superficial or trivial information. We need to learn from our own and others' experiences and to not repeat the same mistakes. We need to ask questions and seek answers and to not be afraid of doubt or uncertainty. We need to think critically and logically and to not be swayed by fallacies or biases. We need to be humble and admit our limitations and to not be arrogant or pretentious. Habit 6. Be resilient. The sixth Stoic habit is to be resilient. This means to cope with difficulties and adversities and to overcome them. To be resilient, we need to be strong and courageous and to not be weak or fearful. We need to face our problems and challenges and to not avoid or deny them. We need to adapt and improvise and to not be rigid or inflexible. We need to persevere and persist and to not give up or quit. We need to grow and improve and to not stagnate or regress. We need to see the opportunities and lessons in every situation and to not be discouraged or pessimistic. Habit 7. Be virtuous. The seventh Stoic habit is to be virtuous. This means to act in accordance with moral principles and values and to be a good person. To be virtuous, we need to be honest and truthful and to not be deceitful or dishonest. We need to be fair and just and to not be unfair or unjust. We need to be brave and bold and to not be cowardly or timid. We need to be temperate and moderate and to not be intemperate or excessive. We need to be kind and compassionate and to not be cruel or indifferent. We need to be loyal and faithful and to not be disloyal or unfaithful. We need to be respectful and polite and to not be disrespectful or rude. Habit 8. Be self-reliant. The eighth Stoic habit is to be self-reliant. This means to depend on ourselves and our own resources and to not rely on others or external factors. To be self-reliant, we need to be independent and autonomous and to not be dependent or subordinate. We need to be confident and self-assured and to not be insecure or doubtful. We need to be responsible and accountable and to not be irresponsible or blameful. We need to be self-sufficient and frugal and to not be needy or wasteful. We need to be self-disciplined and self-controlled and to not be undisciplined or self-indulgent. We need to be self-aware and self-reflective and to not be unaware or unreflective. Habit 9. Be mindful. The ninth Stoic habit is to be mindful. This means to be aware and attentive of ourselves and our surroundings and to live in the present moment. To be mindful, we need to be focused and concentrated and to not be distracted or scattered. We need to be alert and observant and to not be oblivious or negligent. We need to be clear and lucid and to not be confused or deluded. We need to be conscious and intentional, and we need to be conscious and intentional and to not be unconscious or accidental. We need to be present and engaged and to not be absent or detached. Habit 10. Be happy. The 10th and final Stoic habit is to be happy. This means to be content and satisfied with ourselves and our lives, and to enjoy the journey and the destination. To be happy, we need to be grateful and appreciative, and to not be ungrateful or resentful. We need to be optimistic and hopeful, and to not be pessimistic or hopeless. We need to be joyful and cheerful, and to not be sorrowful or gloomy. We need to be serene and peaceful, and to not be agitated or restless. We need to be loving and friendly, and to not be hateful or hostile. We need to be wise and virtuous, and to not be foolish or vicious. Conclusion. These are the 10 Stoic habits that can help us live a better life. They are not easy to acquire, but they are worth the effort. They are not only beneficial for ourselves, but also for others. They are not only applicable for ancient times, but also for modern times. They are not only theoretical, but also practical. We hope that this video has inspired you to learn more about Stoicism, and to apply its principles and practices to your own life. We hope that you will join us in this journey of self-improvement and self-fulfillment. We hope that you will find your inner peace, happiness, and wisdom.